Alright, Glenn. I don't come on here much, so I thought I'd come on and wish people a Merry Christmas and whatnot. Plus I'm bored. I feel like I've neglected YouTube. Makes a change. I've climbed them levels. I've certainly climbed them levels on TikTok, Glenn. I'm on C4 now. Top 20. Evening, Kim. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas Eve. Although you are technically closer to Christmas Day than me by 1 hour. I've made £34, Glenn. That's what I've got in my thing to exchange. I can either exchange it for coins or withdraw. I've just been given the thing for my notification for my subscriptions, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm not a subscription service, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'll just leave it. I'll let it build up, Glenn. It's not going nowhere. It's money. It's money for nothing, isn't it? It's easy dollars. You all want to join? Yeah, well, you know what I mean. My time costs nothing. Sharing my passion, I guess. Isn't that what about the hobby should be about? Sharing knowledge, you know, different bits, parts of the whole fish keeping. Some stimulus. Yeah, you'll like it in there, Glenn. It's worth the trip, Glenn. Then what you do, Glenn, you say to him, will you be interested in any epistogramma double reds? Breaker. Don't choose which ones you've got, Glenn, because when you're there's that many, you'll be like, oh damn, why didn't I go for these? So I would go with an open book. I know what you meant, Precox. Go with an open book, Glenn, because there's so many dwarf species you didn't even know existed. It's like, what? That's where I went wrong. I went with a list of fish and I picked the opposite. They've got such a vast array of. And then they've got some lovely little dwarf rainbows hidden away. Threadfins are a nice one, Glenn. Real easy to breed. As quick as I haven't been collecting the eggs, if I'm honest. Well, you've got arrow, so it doesn't matter. Because what you can do, you mix arrow. If you tap water's too hard, for instance, you just add 1/4 arrow and done. Ta-da! That's all I'm doing with my softer water tanks. But my discus tank blends half tap, half arrow. Well, it's 1/4 tap, 3/4 arrow. And I get 120 TDS, GH of free, and I get no KH. Hey up, J-Rock, welcome in, sir. Same to you, buddy. Hope you have a brilliant day. Nice and chilled. Eat lots of epic foods. Spend time with the family, see the kids smiling, see the missus, that the wife happy. That's what it's all about. Season of goodwill. Then you just empty half the tank out and put our road back in, don't you? They're on tap water in there, Glenn. Yeah, us too. Well, best we can, under the circumstances, that is. My kids don't come till tomorrow evening, so they'll be opening presents in tomorrow morning at home, and then they'll come here. Yeah, the elf on the shelf. Yeah. It's great being a kid. That to me is what represents Christmas, bringing the kid out in everybody. Christmas from 30, 40 years ago is very different to Christmas now, though. Very different. But that's only because of all the electronic stuff what's out or available. See, I remember when we got my son his first PlayStation. PlayStation 4 we got him. Or was it the 3? Whichever. And was like, you're not playing on it tonight because the minute you go on it, we won't see you for the rest of the night. And that's not what this time's about. It's time to spend with the loved ones because time's precious. Yeah, I know what you mean. You see here, it's not a big thing. Halloween and whatnot. Whereas Christmas is. Just one thing I wish we got just to top it off would be snow. Because that's when it feels really Christmassy. When it's a white Christmas. I've got all my tanks water changes done yesterday. So I've got today, tomorrow, Boxing Day as we call it. I've got all them free. We're out for dinner. It's whatever here. I can't tell you, I ain't got conversion. It's 5 Celsius, which is cold enough. It's cold, but no snow. Yeah, they are, Glenn. The Grenlet champions. Little one's a bit stumpy, but not too bad. It's mad, innit? 41 Fahrenheit, but that's what it is here. You ever tried the aftershave, Glenn, Fahrenheit? Real nice. It's one of my favourite aftershaves. No doubt I'll get a couple this year. I don't go nowhere to put aftershave on though. Guaranteed I get some socks. I always get socks. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. So you tend to not get the full brunt of it. Hiya, Debs. Merry Christmas Eve. And also have a brilliant New Year. And whatever you do, stay blessed. We don't even have cooking to do this year because we're out for Christmas dinner. Makes a change because we've hosted about the last 5. No, preparing a turkey is weird. Alright mate, you take care. Thanks for dropping by and have a fantastic day with you and the kids and whatnot. You certainly will. Take care, buddy. All my fish have had Californian black worms today, so they're all happy and full. My kids asked me what I wanted for Christmas. I'm like, I don't really know. I said just put money in a card. I don't usually get this. Is the only reason I'm getting off my kids because 2 of them got the student loans for uni, so they're flush. So I'll probably buy fish of some sort for it. Or something to do with the fish room. Here's one for you guys, don't ever use a UV steriliser in a planted tank because it kills plants. I destroyed all my angling kind of in the discus tank, as you can see. So I'm going to rescape that after Christmas, I think. But I'm not going to rescape it till I send them. These discus are going to Charlotte's, and then I'm going to get a nice high-end pair. That is. They didn't cost me that much, did they, Glenn? So it's not too bad. And these discus was only ever to learn discus. These was always going on to my friend's house. Then I'm going to get a nice breeding pair. Something real fancy. Something what you look at and go, wow. That's the plan anyway. Want some female Congo tetras because I've got all males and they're just being little arseholes. Getting some new fish for this tank, thinking some species of rainbow fish. VO1D. Ask your question, sir, but I will answer it if I know the answer. But somebody else may know the answer, but yeah, ask a question. Roblox Shorts, hi, welcome in. Good evening, Mr. Kane. Merry Christmas to you and the family, buddy. Even though it's not Christmas yet, but thank you. I hope you all have a great, family-filled, fun, blessed day. Well, first of all, you're saying starting a planted tank with sand. Will it be just sand you're going to use? Because if it's just sand you're going to use, plants won't do well just in sand. Underneath the sand, like for instance, I'll show you. Underneath this sand is aqua soil. Hence how you get all the real good, sorry, I don't know why that keeps auto-focusing. But you can see the plants all thriving. But underneath that sand, there's soil. Without the soil, your plants tend to not grow. As for light hours, I give mine 8 hours, no more, no less. Sometimes even 6 hours. If you go over the 8-hour marks, 9 times out of 10 you end up with algae issues. Flower, welcome in, cute fish, thank you very much. I have fish all over my room. Oh, you're going to use soil under the sand. Then in that case then, about 8 hours maximum, no more. I think the sweet spot for plants is 6 hours. If you want them to be algae free, that is. Hello, Cheryl. Merry Christmas. Well, I should say pre-Merry Christmas. Well, it is the festive season after all. Just thought I'd come on, have a little chat, fish talk, and wish people a Merry Christmas. Plus then people tell me what new fish they're getting for Christmas. Because I know I'll be getting money, and that money will go towards new fish. I've already paid for 4 Empire gudgeons. I'm moving my peacock gobies I'm moving them from there down to here, and then I'm moving my Empires into there. Then that's just going to be a holding tank for anything. Is everyone set for the big day then? Has everyone started doing all the preparation for cooking? Fortunately this year we don't have to do anywhere out for Christmas lunch, so no pots, no dishes. Yes. So it's a case of, for me, it's get fat and be merry. Alright Glenn, catch you soon. Take care, mate. Can I mix potting soil? It depends which potting soil you use. When I say soil, I don't just use soil, organic soil. I use actually aqua soil, which is like balled up little balls of soil. Sarah the Great, it is Christmas for you. Merry Christmas. I know what you're saying with the tights. Bagging up, putting the soil inside the nylon mesh so it doesn't go all over. I wouldn't just use any soil. Make sure it's an aquatic soil. Ah, right, okay. A lot of people do that though, don't they? It's like my kids don't come till the evening this year. So like I won't be opening presents. So my plan is to stay in bed till maybe mid-afternoon, wake up, have a nice coffee, and then get ready to go out for dinner. Yes, you can. And it's called capping. Cap it over with sand. Yeah, it will work. Yeah, as long as you've got nutritions for them heavy, as long as you've got plants what are good root feeders, you won't go wrong. Like Amazon swords, your cryptocoryns, Lymphocelia sessiflora, stem plants if you want stem plants. I personally like Amazon swords. I like root dependents because I put root tabs in. I see what you mean. Then you're putting them in to build it up, so it looks like a good layer. Carson Newton, yes. Oh no, I don't have a tortoise. I do have a tortoise as well as fish. I have lots of fish tanks. Well, enough for me. Enough to keep me busy. And I have some tanks outside there. But you'll need a good sized tank for bass. Well, there will need to be eventually. I mean, where are you, America, England? Are you talking gallons or litres? Have you got two Russians? How was his Herman's, Jeff? We had her at the vet yesterday. She turned into her to a he. She had a Baytril injection. She got a bit of a cold, so I've increased her basking area. Just put new UVB bulb in there and a basking area. But Fish Tank America, so you gallons in it. I'm not with gallons. But for bass fully grown, you're gonna need 300 plus gallons, really. Theoretically speaking, because they're a big swimming fish. I mean, you could grow one out in a 125, but it's some going to outgrow that 125. Yeah, what people say and what people do is two different. Yeah, this is what I mean. It's which species of bass, because they all grow different. I'd say 150 gallons is enough, minimum. Yeah, you've got your calberries. Cloud Tetra's nice. Washington. US of A. Oh, you're in Washington as well. It's a small world, isn't it? So yes, see, I don't know gallons, but if I was going to say a tank size, Jeff, it would be 6B2B2, preferably an 8 foot one, but converting gallons, I don't have gallons in my, I have litres. There needs plenty of swim space, really. A big tank. Around 1500 to 1800 without a stand. Ain't gonna be cheap. Big tanks, Jeff, big money, right? Unless you make one of these tanks what they all seem to be making out of ply, and then use the fiberglass stuff, and then do the pond seal. Personally, I'm a fan of glass or acrylic. Just don't like the fact acrylic scratches as easy as it does. Big tanks, big money, big filtration. Well, not necessarily. You don't need to overspend. You can make your own filtration for a big tank. Depends how imaginative you are. I don't have the room in my room for any more tanks. Yeah, I said the same every year, and I'm like, I could just fit one more there. Hiya, Kaz. Good evening. Merry Christmas Eve. Plywood tank would be better option. 8 feet by 4 feet by 3. See, them dimensions to me are perfect because it's got the room to spin and it's got the length. In terms of tanks and gallon sizes, mine are all on the lower end, but my tanks are low, boys. You all ready for the day, Kaz? You got any plans or family over or out? I haven't been coming on here, if I'm honest, Kaz. I've been doing a lot of TikTok. And I felt I was neglecting it a little bit, so I was like, oh, just come out, come on. Say hello, say hi, say happy Christmas and whatnot. Thanks to me. Don't blame me, blame yourself. What you'll see here is my therapy. See, that's a bargain and a half. That some people, Cheryl, might say $600, $600. Wow! But for that, for a 210 gallon 7 with stand as well, stands can be just, if not more than expensive than the tanks. And 200 pounds of black sand. That's a lot of sand. If you were to buy all that sand, you'd be spending a small fortune on sand. So it's your last night off till January the 2nd. Yeah, well, when you work in hospitals, you don't get much time, do you? $74 tanks, good, yeah. I'll never quite get to that, Jeff. I could if I wanted. If I had the space. For instance, if I had Jeff Pellen's basement, I'd have the most badass, best fish room you could ever imagine. I'd show off with 74 tanks. My mate's got 94 tanks in his shrimp room. You see, shrimp tanks are small. I'm at a measly 22, and I've got the capacity for another 5. Well, that's very nice of you, Kaz, but at the same time, Christmas is about you too. They've just had a nice treat of Californian black worms. Yeah, they're all doing well, Kaz. The pair of apistogramma cockatoides are doing great, eating like good uns. Not bred yet though, because I think I know why. Because of the Congo tetras in the tank. So what I'm going to do when I've got another tank spare, I'm going to pop them in a tank. Show you more. I have, let's start outside. First of all, I have this tank outside. Mostly rainbow fish, corridors stay by, plecos, Madagascan rainbows. Got my tortoise at the bottom. I've got space there for another tank. In this one somewhere there's an apistogramma harding. Next to it there's the orange Venezuelans. Below them is rabbit, snails and blow shrimp. That's full but it's not in use yet. I need to change it for something. And then I've got some tanks for down here. Need setting up yet. Top tank has lots of Neo Lamprolagus bruchadi fry in it. The fairy cichlids. They're a Lake Tanganyika species. She's full of eggs, Kaz, by the way. But the male's just not showing. Beneath them I've got Julidochromis transcripts and Julidochromis kiplii. Yeah, I love my low boys. I got a good deal with these. Most of my tanks you'll see, Sarah, are low boys. Got the infamous peacock gobies, gudgeon, whichever you want to call them. They're full of eggs. There's eggs in that tube there. I've got babies raising from these. Below them there's the Neolamprolagus cunwinsii. Next to them is the Ocellatus gold, Lamprologus. And the very chunky mister there, who seems to be eating everything. Little ones are the females. Underneath them I've got my African tetras. And a pair of Apistogramma cockatoides. Merry Christmas, Glenn. And then I've got my discus tank. Excuse the glare, I'm trying to get the glare out. There we go. Fully planted. Oh. Oh. Nearly knocked everything over. Oh, there's the fish, Kaz. There's the male. Doing as well as can be. I thought, oh, it's got red on its gill. It's a bloody snail on the glass. He's already had a good pop at one of my Congo tetras, Kaz. So I know they can hold their own. Hey, Craig. I didn't see Craig. Nah, I understand that, Jeff. You do what you need for your needs for the fish. Like, you're a breeder, so you need it like a breeder. You don't want it like a scaper because that just makes your world hard. I've been called worse, Jodie. Not that the name Craig's bad. But yeah, you see, you've got to see it from a breeder's side. So you'll need to keep your tanks simple but effective. I was like that with my shrimp tanks. Everyone was like, well, why are you escaping them and why are you doing this? But I turned around and said, have you ever tried catching 200 shrimp from a fully planted tank? You know, I want it so I can make it look nice and I can take it all out to catch. As much as you'd love to be able to have your tanks fully scaped and planted, I totally see the logic why you don't, because it makes no sense or anything to you. You know, you want to be in them tanks and out them tanks and in them tanks. You don't want to be having to strip a full tank, take all the plants out. Exactly, Jody. There can be a pain in the backside. They can. Glenn. No. Well, it's Christmas where you live now, officially. It's a as nice as I dread to ever having to catch anything out of that, because look at it, it's just so become such. But I love it. So now that's just totally fish what I'm not breeding. So I don't need to be in and out of the tank. That's why these tanks are kept simple, Jeff. Because I've sold 100 of these, 10 of these, and I take them end of January to the shop. And if that was all planted, I'd be like, nah. I'd get too stressed out. Well, I'm a plant addict now too. I was never a scaper. It turns out I can, something I'm alright at. Well, 60% of plants. There is 40% of plant species what I just can't keep alive. Like bulbitis. Everyone could keep that alive but me. I know you did, because I always saw your tanks, and I thought, good luck trying to catch all the shrimp from that. Merry Christmas as well, Jody. Hope you're ready for the big day. I'm nil by mouth. I'm nil by mouth. I'm on antibiotics, so I can't drink. Yeah, you've still got to have like a yeah, as you call it. We've still got to have that pretty-ish tanks. Welcome back. Hello. We're out for Christmas dinner tomorrow, so there's going to be no cleaning up, no nothing. I'm just going to sit there, fill my face to the absolute maximum, finish off a pudding or two. Might squeeze a cheeky vodka in, just one. We shall see. Or maybe a whiskey. Is anyone getting any new fishy friends for over the Christmas period? I think my kids are giving me money this year. They don't usually give me anything, if I'm honest. This will be the first year I've actually received off them. So I'll probably end up spending that on some new fish. Hello, brother, Jeffro, welcome in. How are you doing, buddy? I had COVID, Jeffro. So did the missus. And then after that, we caught what they're calling influenza, walking pneumonia. We both had it. Been on lots of antibiotics. Kaz, when you're ready, I want some of them green lasers, remember? Yeah, same as me, Jody. Well, actually, not the first week. What's on the fish list? Empire gudgeon, gobies. Empire gudgeon, gobies. Some more rainbow fish. Possibly Parkinsonite orange, Sarah. Or Lake Tallowa. I'm not sure yet. Only just, yeah, my taste has just come back. But for the last 3 weeks, Jeffro, I've had no taste, no smell. Everything I've eat's either sweet or salty. So have you had it as well? It's absolutely wiped me out. I woke up soaking wet 3 times, like from... I must have got a temperature of some sort. They're an interesting fish, the Egyptian mouth brooders. One that Wharf has some of them in, Gaz. First time I'd ever seen them. Not planned fish, it's too cold to ship and I'm tired of bringing it home. Yeah. This is the thing, innit, Jeff? You've got to be so... You get so used to ordering from places, and then when it's seasonal and you're like, well, where do I go now? I've done it, Jeff. And I've ended up with ache, white spot, fin rot. My own doing. I've got some blueberry snails in my basket. Sulawesi, I used to keep Sulawesi. Well, it must be coming a long farm because he's got 70 odd tanks deep. I think I'll be doing what you'll do as well, Jeff, what you've done, incorporating my tortoise enclosure into my fish room, because he now needs a bigger tortoise table building. Wisdom, beautiful hobby for everyone, but takes more responsibility to love and not too much. I mean, I manage it relatively easy. I can do all this. I did all this yesterday, water change yesterday, all in one day. And that was cleaning filtrations and putting new filter floss in stuff. And I've got lots of shell dwellers. I went through a shell dweller phase and I've bred them all, Sarah, so... And me being ADHD and autistic, I always need a challenge. So this is a forever evolving fish room. I don't just let my fish go, by the way, either. They go to someone who's a friend, so I know they're looked after. Takes you 2 days. Yeah, but Kaz, that's still relatively not a lot, is it? I mean, when I do maintenance and water changes and stuff like that, I don't see it as a chore or a responsibility. I see it as, it needs doing, so do it. And I'm so used to it now. It's like I pre-prepare my water. That's a soft water bin, that's a hard water bin. I pre-prepare that 24 hours before it. And I've got into a really good routine. That needs harvesting soon. It keeps me busy. And then round this side, Sarah, I've got my shrimp posters. Because I used to breed shrimp, caridina and all the fancy stuff. Plus it's my bedroom. So I get the privilege to sleep in here. I've got an RO system through here, which then runs the full length of the room. Up here, through here, goes all the way behind there. And then that fills up. This is RO soft water. Now here goes my Hygge light doing disco mode. Anybody else got a Hygge light? What does that? I've done it, Sarah, because of my back issues and I can't lift and carry, so everything I had to eliminate buckets and stuff like that. So now to fill my water, I just fill that's on wheels. I fill it up, turn the pump on, and it sends the water up and out the room and down the drain. If you want some inspiration, look at Jeff's fish room, because I like the way he's implemented all his wood and how he's joined it how it should be. Hello, J-Bird. Why am I calling you J-Bird, Jake? How are you doing? But yeah, Sarah, it keeps me busy. It keeps me happy, main thing. Keeps me from getting in trouble, shall we say. And I do everything I breed, I sell, and then the money I make from stuff goes back into this and this. Jeff, Jeff Kane, I mean. And there's all the foods I use. I've just started using this UK one. It's really good food. It's Aramita. Oh, oh. It's brown, but it's in granule form, soft granule. But as you can see, I like my different foods. I have a lot of foods. I was always dubious on the colours. Jeffro, when he first got the mud on the wall and that, and then he put the colour. But it actually works. I don't know, Victoria. I don't want to overdo it on TikTok. I feel like I might do people's heads in. So I try not to stream too much. Exactly, Kaz. Exactly right. Sorry if I'm missing any ones. Oh, the Mr. Kane, of great Mr. Kane. Yes, I have. I like. It's one thing I like: flu valves, bug bites, granules. But these ones I get I'll show you. Put light on. Well, this is soft. This is soft Aramita, but it's in that form. But you can actually crush it. Excuse the nails. It's just a bit. That's pure Aramita granule. Then I've got insect meal. 70% protein. Again, it's soft granule. And then I've gone for the Pro Soft Muscle. And to top it off, I bought a food. Do you know sea sponges? I've bought a fish food made out of sea sponges, and you want to see the contents in it. It's got, oh no, that's soft discus. This one, full of amino acids. It's made from natural sponges. Evening, Dean. Link for what, Kaz? Was it for that food? Because if I haven't, if not, I might do Victoria. Oh, I've not done it yet. Just type in EBO foods UK.co.uk. They even do pastes, Kaz. I'm getting the pastes. I've got them in my basket to buy with my Christmas money. So you can take a bit of the paste out, manipulate the size you want, and stick it in the glass in your tank. Hello, David. Welcome in and Merry Fishmas. Pre-Merry Fishmas, should we say. It's very different, isn't it, Victoria? Very different from TikTok. Yes, it's not food for sponges. It's actual fish food made from sponge, so it's got natural amino acids in it. Empire of the North. Mr. Elifarty Fish. But Sarah, I didn't know the food existed until I went on this website, and I was like, because I'm going to Craig's wedding, so I'm coming to Australia in 26, but he wants all them foods, so I'm going to order a load straight after Christmas, and I'm going to send him them all, but I've got to declare what's in them apparently. No, unfortunately I don't keep no compressiceps. I only keep Lamprologus, Neolamprologus, Julia Chromis. Not right now, but they're going to. I know he was on about it. He owns a shop, but he also owns the company. He bought the food company. And honest Jody, it's amazing food. It's amazing. I can't complain at all. Everything eats everyone. And when it comes to, if anyone's like me, he even sent me these to try as free samples. You've got the mussel sticks and the veggie sticks, and it's made from 50% pea, 50% pumpkin. And I thought, I'll try it. And every fish ate it. No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet, Jeffro. Is that to me? Cichlids or salt water? Cichlids. Fresh water. Do you know what it does as well, Kaz? It breaks down. So I've been feeding it to my babies. I've been feeding the Aramita stuff. So when you've not got that, and they absolutely nail it. Absolutely nail it. So you know they're getting the goodness of brown shrimp without... Well, you're still giving them brown, but you know what I mean. No, I don't, Jeffro, none. The only time I'd ever salt a tank, personally, is if I see a little issue what could be rectified, or it's a slight bit of a fungusy issue. I will add a bit of salt. Bug buffet. This is exactly what it's like, Jody, but it's like it's got very little fish meal and it's got more natural content, and the fact you can just crush it up to a fine powder. So if you want to feed babies it, you can still give them all the goodness of the insect meal. No, Lake Tanganyika. Lake Tanganyika, Africa. But it's exactly like that bug buffet. I'm really fussy, Jodie, with my foods, and when my wife actually bought me that full set for Christmas, she said, "What do you want?" I went, "Well, I want some more fish foods." It does smell nice, yes. Corridorus even ate it. Corridorus loved the mussel, and the fact it's got such a good protein. My fish have never been healthier. But I love a good food. That's why you can say I have many different foods. I'm a bit of a hoarder. Some of them I don't even use. That's what I could send to you, Jeffro. Yeah, it's very good for the amino acid content's really good for the colour. Because they do a food bundle pack. It's only like $40 and you get one of everything. I was on TikTok, Jeffro, on a live, and this guy's feeding this food, and I'm like, "What's that? You feeding him? Look at him go for it." It's all down to the surface areas, what you can harbour your bacteria on. Lego's non-porous, so you're only going to get beneficial bacteria, but then it's the same's going to work on the K1 media, the plastic media. Yeah, but Kaz, you can never have too many. They look good in your fish room, look good on your shelf. It's like I don't just collect fish, I collect fish foods. It's like I've got spare sands, I've got spare bags of aqua soil, 1,000 test kits. I've got drawers and drawers full of aquatic stuff, like filtration uplifts, jet lifts, spare things for breeder boxes, bits of piping. A little more. I've got spare. Yeah. I don't throw out nothing away. I've even got crystals from Craig and Belinda. That's a amethyst. And I've got that one to put in. Yeah, it is nice. Well, they're all eventually going to my daughter, Sean. Welcome in, by the way. Merry Christmas. Hope you're doing well, buddy. I say that every time, Kaz, but you can never. How many times are you like, oh, I need some of this, and then you'll buy some and then you'll go in the drawer. Girls do like pretty rocks. I'm a girl. No, my daughter's studying geology, gemology at university, so she's really, really deep into her natural wonders. I've got her bought her a blue lapis set, a bracelet, earrings, and a ring, and it's coming from Australia. But she doesn't know she's getting that, but she'll get that after Christmas. My kids aren't coming till around about 5-6 o'clock tomorrow, I don't think. 5-6 p.m. I'm out for dinner. Dressing all in my nice new Christmas clothes. It's the only time I ever get new clothes. But yeah, I'm all set for the big day. I just wish this, I had COVID and then it's turned into I got a sinus infection and then it's gone to a chest infection and now I'm getting an ear infection. So I'm on antibiotics. Luckily enough, I've got my taste and smell back. Because I really love a Christmas dinner. The stick thing under my shrimp sticker. Oh, thermometer. I like to take readings. I like to take temperature readings, if you haven't noticed, from the bottom and the top. And this camera's real touchy. I do the same with my discus tank as well. Bottom sits at 29, top sits at 30. You're doing well, Kaz, with the breeding. You're enjoying them dwarf cichlids, are you not? This is the third time, Jodie, and the other 2 times I didn't bat an eyelid, didn't feel nothing. This time, boom. I was in bed for 4 full days. I didn't even turn my fish tank lights on. The only thing I tell a lie I did, just to feed them, and that was force. You've got a good eye for things, haven't you? Are you on TikTok, Jeffro? If you're on TikTok, anyone, find me. Because I do TikTok lives and it's really good. And if I'm honest, the camera quality is way better. I did a live the other night on TikTok and I earned 24 bucks. I was like, where did that come from? You've gained rewards. I didn't even know I had. Because my live was popular. Oh, you must, mate, you must. There's some real good... Loads of UK fish keepers on there. Loads of American as well. Very interconnected like YouTube, but a bit more interactive. You can do a bit more on the TikTok labs. I've been on there every day, mate. I've been loving it. It's hard to explain, but you start at league... You start your lives at League D5. And now you go down to D to C to B to A. I'm now at C. No, I've not overtaken Craig. Craig overtook me, Sarah. Craig did a live and absolutely smashed it. I think he got 32,000 likes. Cheers, Jodie. Loads of Aussie keepers on there, Sarah. I found loads. I found more Aussie on there than I have any other social platform. Or keep fish, that is. Yeah, he's good. I think he's still in bed because this is the only day probably he gets off. Yeah, he set that tank up. It looks nice, mate. It's got loads of fish in it. Yeah, Craig's just been busy. Craig's been TikToking it. We're enjoying it. You can do battles on there where you have to tap the screen and stuff like that. It's quite fun. You should, Kaz. It is a big tank, innit? I'd love that tank. And the one that I took the fish out of. Jing Sing or something that it's called, the tank. It's a Chinese brand. I used to breed rams, Jodie. I've had dark night rams, I bred them. I had long fin balloon, normal. And I had I think it was the electric blues. Gem blue rams, the blue ones. But it's like anything, I have to challenge myself with stuff. Once I've done the challenge, I need to move on to another fish. She's in the States. Long way to take your rams, Kaz. How big are they now, Kaz? You're absolutely nailing it, you, Kaz, with all the breeding. Yeah, they need that heat. They do like the heat. Iowa. Iowa. I always think the state of Iowa sounds quite Native American. An 125 litre? Is that, Dean? So that's a small tank, really. That makes sense then. Why not, Cheryl? Why not? I love accepting a challenge. My friend said, "Oh, you what breed once?" I can't remember what fish it was. I'm like, no. Get me some then. So he got me some and I bred them. But if it's later day, I won't even put no more than 2 in a 125. Mine's 200 and I've got 6. I found rams hard to spawn at first. I let them do it naturally. And then what I started to do was this method. Get a piece of slate where they tend to lay their eggs in the hard or whatever. Put this piece of slate plate like this. Put the hard on. The minute they'd laid the eggs, I used to intercept while still in the water in a box. Otherwise, 9 times out of 10, they got to let them grow to wrigglers and then they eat them. They can tolerate the cooler temps, you know. I've kept them at 26. Hopping from tank to tank. Rams will do all right anyway from 20. If I'm honest, they don't even do too bad at 24. It's 24 to 28. 28's more ample for them. Yeah, Bolivians like a bit warmer. If it's a 160, Dean, you could probably get away with. The only issue is when they pair off, you'd have to get rid of some. But you could get away with like a group of 4 to 6. But you'd be like, need to be like 5 centimeter discus. My pistos sit at 25. And when I've bred a pistos, I've had them at 24 cas. Quite forgiving, really. It's all about, sometimes it's not always about the temps, it can be about the water clarity. Diet plays a big part in getting things breeding. Yeah, maybe possibly just at the warmer the water, the more active and breed, the more the breed really. Right then, ladies and gents, I'm about to go now anyways, but thank you all for joining me. And I hope you all have a brilliant Christmas day and get spoiled. Blue Flame Pisto, nice. Can't get them round, but everyone's trying to get them in the UK. Alright, Jeff, you enjoy. Merry Christmas, buddy. Cheers, Sarah. Merry Christmas. You too, Kaz. Well, as best you can have, anyways. No worries, Jodie. Merry Christmas. Oh, what have you done that for? Anyways, I'm going to get going, guys, so I will catch you soon. Victoria, I'll probably go on TikTok soon anyways, in the next 30 minutes, so I'll catch you all on there, if you're on TikTok. Alright, guys. Take care, much love. Merry Christmas, guys. I will do. Alright, guys, bye.